Fall is the best time of year to take up the hobby of backyard bird feeding. The days aren't too cold or warm, and there is an abundance of birds. You never know who will show up to your feeders. All the characters and antics of the various birds can be pretty exciting to watch. As temperatures drop and the snow starts to fall, bird feeders can provide tremendous help to our avian friends, allowing them a reliable food source in times when natural sources are scarce. It's a perfect pastime that helps one feel good knowing you are doing your part to make the cold, short days of winter a little easier for those feathered creatures we share our wonderful planet with. This is especially true if you are offering the highest quality food from good brands rather than cheaper versions. Yes, it may offer more of the product at a lower cost, but if the quality isn't there, well, you're not really providing the best for your avian friends. And I think it's only fair to offer quality food since they do give us such enjoyment at our feeders, helping to brighten up the dark winter season, even if just a bit. Great food sources that you can never go wrong with are black oil sunflower seeds, a staple at my feeders because many birds love it due to its thin shell that allows all seed birds to crack them open with ease. And the best part is the kernel inside has a very high fat content, which is quite valuable for most winter birds. Safflower seeds are fine to offer, and Niger seeds are great for small finches like goldfinches and pine siskins. Whole unsalted peanuts are great for the jays. And lastly, suet. Suet is one of the best food during winter because of its high fat content mixed with nutritional food like nuts, seeds, and dried fruit. It's high energy food the birds need during the cold season, especially those really cold days, helping them to get through the long nights. Suet can be found at your local grocery store or stores that specialize in bird food. Many places sell suet online too, making it extra convenient. And you can even make it in the comfort of your own home. This is what I want to talk about in this video. Just recently I came across a post from Wild Birds Unlimited, Barrie, Ontario, about a recipe that has been making its rounds on the internet lately that isn't particularly good for birds. Maybe you've seen it. Prior to seeing this post, I didn't know anything about it and probably would have tried out the recipe myself. And since I'm sure that's the case with many other people, I'm glad Wild Birds Unlimited made the post so I can share it with all of you. The recipe in question consists of cooking grease and rolled oats. Turns out that this has no nutritional value, is high in salt, high in nitrates, texturally unappealing to birds, and may even attract unwanted wildlife such as rats or raccoons. Cooking grease, especially if it's from bacon, is packed with additives and preservatives which can be harmful to birds. I mean, we shouldn't even be eating much of the stuff, so that does make sense to me. According to the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, many birds love the taste of bacon drippings. But bacon virtually always has detectable amounts of nitrosamines, carcinogenic compounds formed from some of the preservatives used in bacon. In particular, the very high cooking temperatures used to fry bacon are conducive to nitrosamine formation. So despite the fact that birds love it, bacon and bacon fat pose too much of a risk to the long-term health of birds to warrant using it. As for rolled oats, well, it seems to offer no nutritional benefit to birds, so why bother using it? Personally, I've never made suet before, so I had to research a little to find the proper fats to use and other ingredients. This is what I found. Raw beef or mutton fat found around the loins and kidneys is good to use. You can trim the fat from the meat you buy. And good ingredients to add to this would be peanut butter, preferably natural peanut butter that has 100% peanuts and no vegetable oils like palm oil. Other ingredients that can be added are dried fruit, nuts, seeds, and some people even add mealworms to them. I should mention that if you are making your own suet, apparently you have to render it. I have no clue about this stuff because I've personally never made it, I've never seen it done, so I'm not the one to go to for this. So I will leave links to these sites that explain how to make it down in the comments pinned at the top as well as in the description. One more important thing birds need, especially when winter is in full swing, is water. This is especially true if they've been munching on suet and seeds all day. However, this can be very tricky in winter when temperatures fall below zero. I've tried in the past to keep bird baths going in the winter and it always freezes. I don't have anything like a heated bird bath, it's just something I can't do right now, but I've heard they can be good. So I found some tips on the Farmer's Almanac for keeping the water from freezing in your bird baths, which I will definitely try this winter. Here are some of the tips offered. Position your bird bath for warmth. Move it to a sunny spot where it can absorb solar heat and it will stay liquid for longer. At the same time, be sure it is positioned near a windbreak for added protection. You can also darken the surface. Darker surfaces absorb heat more efficiently, so for an example, you can add a few black river rocks, a black plate, or a sheet of black plastic to the bottom of the bath's basin, which in turn should help the water absorb heat and stay liquid. I'm really interested in this one. I'm going to give it a go. Another thing you can do is add an icebreaker. Breaking the thin films of ice that form on the surface will help keep the whole bath liquid. And one thing you can try is float a small ball in the basin, and the wind will blow it across the surface to break the ice. A dark ball will also act as a small heat absorber for more anti-freezing efficiency, apparently. Like I've said, I've never tried any of this, so I'm pretty intrigued and will likely try this one out as well. You could also turn on the heat. Adding an outdoor rated immersion heater to a bird bath can keep the water temperature just warm enough to keep it from freezing. These heaters require a nearby outlet or outdoor extension cord, but are energy efficient and easy to use apparently. Your local garden center or some online retailer should have some options. And if you don't want to mess with that, there are fully heated winter baths that have heaters integrated into the basin and will stay almost completely liquid as the temperature drops, ensuring birds always have adequate liquid water. And finally, keep it full. No matter what technique you use to keep your bird bath from freezing, keeping the basin full will help keep the water liquid. Smaller amounts of water freeze more quickly and heaters can malfunction if there isn't enough water in the bath, so that's worth noting. So were you aware that using bacon fat or other cooking grease isn't good for birds? I'm interested to know how many of you make your own suet and if you have some bird-friendly recipes you could share with everyone. And also, what about bird baths? Especially in winter, I'd like to read about what some of you do. Comment below and let me know, and as always, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Happy birding.